Welcome back to the Oldham days with me, Jayhuahua. It is season 2 in the Premier League, and we've had a great start. We've had Arsenal, we've had City, we've had United, we've had Tottenham, and we're not bottom. We're not bottom. I've kind of no-sold this one, gang. Yes, we're back. Welcome back. We're 5th. We are 5th, and yeah, we have played a who's who of Premier League opposition today. Today we've got Brighton and Southampton. 2 teams down at the bottom of the Premier League. You can't see because I'm in the way. Anyway, let's have a bit of a catch-up on how things have been going, shall we? You were here for the 1-0 against Watford, and did we play Arsenal in that episode? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, we lost to Arsenal. You were here for that. And then away at Old Trafford. Doesn't get much easier, does it, to start the season? And yeah, they walked through us 1-0. I was like, oh, for God's sake, here we go. Here we go. Well, here we go. No, we do not go. Here we go. Back we come. Equaliser. Barrios. Breaking down the Barrios. Breaking down Barrios since 2022. 2023. I don't know what year I'm in. Barrios again. I'm trying to make puns. It's not gone well, has it? 2-1. 2 for Barrios. And here he is again. Pops up on the right. Whips it across. Berardo, 3-1. Yeah? Running away with it. United get one back. On you. 3-2. Away at bloody United. Yes, please. Have a bit of that. And then we got battered by Chelsea. Like well and truly battered. Same as the Arsenal games. Just dominated. It is what it is. Chelsea are up there. Sorry. I said in the start, Tottenham. We've not played Tottenham in the league. It was the Carabao Cup that we beat him in on penalties. Still did it. Beat him in the Carabao Cup on penalties. We went through. And it was my best friend and yours, James Taylor, with the only goal against Wolves. Mr. Oldham, the goal machine, James Taylor. We certainly got stuck in against Man City, 4 bookings. And if you look at the XG, we actually had a better XG. Only 2 shots on target through the whole game, yet both goalkeepers got 7.3. Work that one out. Eagle-eyed viewers have seen Phil Day. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new signing for me, and I'm feeling thrifty. Phil Day, worth 26 to 35 million. He's a decent centre-back. He can play bloody everywhere, apparently. Or he's been makeshift all over the shop. He was on the transfer list. He wasn't happy. Liverpool were willing to let him go. They were trying to loan him out, as they have done previously. And I went in and said, £8 million. And they said, £9 million. So I said, £8.25 million. To which they said, £9 million. And this negotiation went back and forth, and we settled. I'm happy to say, gang, you can see there, we settled on £9 million. It was deadline day. I didn't need him, but I wanted him because I looked at him and I went, he's not injury prone. Because if we look at Pulisic, for example, he's actually better defensively. He's not as quick, but he's better than Pulisic. He's not quite as good in the air, but Pulisic is all right. Squad option. Phil Day, very good player. Same if we compare him to Latinovic. Again, slightly better than Latinovic. So I'm very pleased with this for a £9 million signing, because the chances are I'm probably going to lose one of my good defenders in the near future. And yeah, he's 6'5" as well, is old Phil Day. He's got 16 jumping reach. I've got him training heading. Hopefully, he can get that up to 14, 15 and bop a few in from some corners. Anyway, back to the catch-up. 0-0 against City. And then against Burnley, a 1-0 victory. In the 89th minute, we popped up with this goal. We did have a goal disallowed for offside, I think. Apparently, we didn't. I was certain we had a goal disallowed for offside. I must be thinking about a different game then. Anyway, we snuck in right at the end. 1-0. Very pleased indeed with that. We then absolutely took Aston Villa apart in the second half. We were 1-0 down at half-time. Relegated Aston Villa. 1-0 up. Macaulay Slocum. But then João Paulo, Moise Vlad Paul with 2, and Miheta Costella. I tried to loan Costella out. I didn't want him to Costella now. I said, baby, you've got to go away. I don't think you're going to get the minutes. Won't you go out on loan and improve? And he stayed now. He said, don't leave me alone like this. I think that's some of the lyrics. Anyway, he's 17. Get out of here. He stayed. He scored 3 goals off the bench. He's not made a start all season. He's got 3 and 5 5 off the bench. Maybe he should get a start. I tell you who has been playing a bit more. Frank Pino, because the fans bloody love him. He's now homegrown at club as well, so I can't really sell him because he's actually decent. Like, he's a good squad option. And if we get into the Champions League or Conference League, he's going to be a decent player to have around, homegrown at club. He's got more potential in him still. Another star. So, yeah. 5 games this season, no goals, 3 of them starts. And finally, here we go, 3-2 victory against Everton, and this is where Castella got 2 of the goals from the bench. He came on and he turned the game around for us, really. Barrios played it through to Jayhuahua, who knocked it home early doors. Lovely stuff. Straight came on at half-time, Castella came on at half-time and banged it in 4 minutes. Couldn't believe it. And to say I couldn't believe it, well, McCormack got 1 back for Everton. And with 10 minutes to go, yeah, I couldn't really believe that. Could not believe that. Well, there you go, 2-2. But again, at the death, 86th minute, Barrios into Castella, who slotted home beautifully. 3-2, another victory, which leads us to where we are now. We've been unbeaten in September. We've got Brighton and Southampton today, as I mentioned earlier. The only games we've lost this season in the league are at home to Arsenal and at home to Chelsea. 2 teams that, in my opinion, are going to qualify for the Champions League. Where did they finish last season? 2nd and 3rd. So we've lost to 2nd and 3rd, drawn against the current champions, and beaten Manchester United in their own backyard. We've also beaten Burnley, who finished in 6th. So we've had a bloody good time of it, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of transfers, Phil Day was the only transfer that we made. So yeah, let's get straight to the Brighton game in 6 days. We'll have a comeback now. Oh, look at that. We've come 2nd to Thomas Tuchel. We beat him. Oh, goalkeeper's injured. So Montoya has been in net. And on deadline day, saw a goalkeeper that I liked the look of. A bit slow. But you don't really need pace for a goalkeeper. Not in my opinion, anyway. He was better than Oliveira, and I almost got him, but he was going to cost me about £11 million, and it would have left me with very little wiggle room in the transfer budget and wages to upgrade some contracts, because everyone's coming at me saying they want new contracts, and then we have a conversation, and then they're heartened, and it's kicking the problem down the road, essentially, is what's happening. Here we go. James Taylor doesn't seem himself at the minute because it's something getting him down, and I think it might be him wanting a new contract around here. Julian Rojas has decided he's having this conversation with me. I'll discuss this with James Taylor, and there we go. He's positive and his agent is satisfied. I'll be honest with you though, James Taylor, right, he's worth 50 to 60 million pounds. He has scored 20 goals in the Premier League last season, 21 to be precise. He's got 2 in 7 this season. He's not set the world on fire, but 35 in 37 the season before and 20 in 37 the season before that in the Championship. He's done fantastically well for me. He's on £31,000 a week. He deserves to be on 50, 60, £70,000 a week. Absolutely he does. But I can't afford it. I can't afford to give everyone what they deserve. So if we can kick the problem down the road, then that will do me. Away at Brighton then, here we go. I've got a praise training. So Costella's getting his first start of the season today. He's joint top scorer. Joint top scorer with players that are starting. He's come off the bench, and yes, he's only got 3 goals, but hey, being joint top scorer on 3 will do me. We're on 16 points already as well, ladies and gentlemen, after 8 games. So yeah, today's the 9th game. This will be another point if we get it. Could be a win. Penalty. Rizzo's offside. Rizzo is offside. A draw here will get us on 17 points. A win here will have us on 19 points. For those of you who can't do maths. Which is a fantastic start. We'll be halfway there to being safe after 9 games. Chukwueze with a great challenge. Carrasco now to Karakalic. And there's a ball on. It's Castella. He can't quite get there. The ball wasn't good enough in my opinion. The ball should have been better. So here's a Brighton highlight. Carrasco. Chukwueze. Rizzo. Chukwueze. Paulo. Ribas. Karakalic. It's broken. It's Castella nearly scored. He's getting a 6.5. I'm going to tell him I'm not happy with the performance. And I'll tell you I'm not happy with. Elmi is coming off for Carpagnu. So this is what we've done. We've actually made an absolute mountain of changes at half time. Castella's staying up top on his lonesome. for now. James Taylor may come on. Barrios is the shadow striker down here. Barado's come on in the advanced playmaker role here. João Paulo on the right. It's now christened João Paulo because I can't speak. Chukwudi ball-winning midfielder. Karakalic deep line playmaker. Carpagno's come on at left back for the booked Elmi. And here we go then. First highlight of the second half, and it looks like it could be for us. Rizzo. Barrios. Great ball. João Paulo. Pulls it back. Ribas. To João Paulo. Well, have a bit of that. The Brighton defence don't know what to do with him. He's in the inside forward role. Am I starting to enjoy wingers? I have changed system a few times this season. And Frank Pino and João Paulo have been off on that right-hand side quite a bit. That's where they can play. Off the post and in. 1-0. Update. We're second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're second. As it stands. Not get carried away. Brighton have got a highlight. But second! In our second season. We've got no right to be that high up the table. And we will fall away. We've had a great start. I can't believe how well we've done with some of the big games we've actually had to play. Goal. We might get us saved by VAR here. If we finish top half, I'd take that right now. I'd love to get Conference League football. The reason I'd love to get Conference League football over other Europe, I mean, obviously I'd love to get other Europe, but I feel the Conference League is something that we could be in and we could win. And I remember that really helped us when we were with Sunderland because it gave a lot of players confidence and form playing against a lot of lesser teams. João Paulo. Across. Castella. Oh. Right, he's getting 6.3. So, Jimmy Taylor. James Taylor. We need a chant for James Taylor because he's always bloody scoring. Comments. Come on. There's more of you than ever watching these now. Averaging over 100 views. Easy. Remember back in the day when I was getting like 15 and I was loving it. Thank you all for watching. 7 minutes left. We've demanded more. And it's a Brighton highlight. Ribas with the header to Fleming. Here come Brighton. And Rizzo with a challenge that lucky not to be a penalty. But an already booked Rizzo. We've got yellow cards galore all over the pitch. They're back. Rojas with it. Header. Karakalic loses out in the air. Chukwudi. Barrios takes it down. And he does a lovely bit of skill and then just gives it away. Fleming. Barunas. Oh! Bloody hell. Oh, can't even berate them. Van Weert. Bazunu. We've had the fortunate late comebacks and late winners. So to concede late on, we've been due this. We've been overachieving to get where we were. We've really had some lucky results. Could have easily gone the other way. And there you go. We've lost 3-1 now. We've absolutely been taken apart here. I'm getting cocky. We're in second. No, we're not. We're in second for all of about 7 minutes. Never even registered as second, did it really? We're now back in fifth on -1. That's how fortuitous we've been. Liverpool, who are a place behind us, point below, +9 goal difference. We're on -1. Yeah, far from pleased with that result. Let's get to Southampton, which is in about 6 months' time. Bloody international break. Just going to stay quiet for this so Editor J's got an easy time of it. Fine for real discipline. Montoya reveals my fury. You're chief suspect. Don't catch a bloody cold. Frank Pino scored for Colombia. At least he's scoring for someone. Out of nowhere. 2 offers for Vera. £31.5 million we said we would absolutely accept. They want... Look at this. Right? It's worth... We've spoken with Vera and we've agreed £31 million. His guide price is 19.5 to 24. So his guide price, 19.5 to 24. Well, okay, with add-ons, yes. Percentage of profit, yes. They want me to pay 11 grand a week of his wages. He's only on 14. He's here for another 3 years. They want me to pay 11 grand a week times 3 years. What's that? We'll call it 10 grand a week, £500,000 a year. They want me to pay £1.5 million in wages. Piss off. This is what we're going to do today. We're going to line up like this. I bottled it. I've not gone with that. I'll tell you why. I I wanted to play Frank Pino because he's just scored. Well, I'll play him. Barrios and Jayhuahua is going to be on the bench. I'm going to play James Taylor and Frank Pino. Probably the worst scoring duo of all my strikers, not including Kane Fullerlove, who's not played at all. So yeah, I've decided to change back to the original system. I wanted to be a little bit more fluid and a bit more aggressive, especially against a team lower down the league. But I don't know. Come back to this. We're playing at the Etihad as well. Literally is 19,500 here. Home game at the Etihad. It's us that's made it empty though, so can't really complain. Here we go. Pino. Great ball. James Taylor. Oh, James Taylor from a Frank Pino assist. It's like being back in the championship, isn't it? Frank Pino just puts his foot through it. Great ball. Have it. James Taylor. Rolls back the years. I say rolls back the years. He's been prolific ever since we got him. Corner for Southampton. Oof. Josimar Montoya. Doesn't even know what he's doing. Doesn't even know what day it is. Oh, great save by Montoya. Steps up to the plate even though he was offside. Well done, Josimar. When it counts, he won't be there. Frank Pino. Doesn't even try and win the header. Oh, it's in. Raised his flag. Offside. We are under the cosh here. Oh, Carrasco. Frank Pino. What's he doing? He's put his foot through the ball once and he's getting like a 7.2. I feel like he's had a lot of opportunities in the last like 3 highlights to actually do something and he hasn't. They are going to get a berating for that. It might seem harsh, but Frank Pino's under a microscope today. Far from pleased with what I just saw from the team. Right, they look fired up. Do you know what? You've got 15 minutes, boys. 15 minutes to go and do something. Encourage. Right, they're bloody loving it now. No highlights to speak of. Right, so we're going to this. Tell you what, Frank Pino, get on that right-hand side. Where is he? Juan Pablo Vera, getting a 6.2. Right, Ribas Onyekum. Carpanu for Elmi, unfit. Karakalic, I'm not having him as the ball winner. Chuck Woody is. Carrasco is also playing well. So Karakalic for Barrios. And we're going to bring on Montserrat or João Paulo. Yeah. We've gone with Montserrat. Sorry if you can hear a dog barking, ladies and gentlemen. It's little Frank. It's him. He's going mad downstairs. He wants to go out for a walk. And it's been quite warm today in England. I've just finished work at 5 o'clock and I thought, you know what, I'll come and do a quick video of the Oldham days and we'll take him when it's a little bit cooler. So he's not panting and a bit too hot. He's decided that now at 5:42 that he's had enough and he's going to give it all that. Well, give us 15 minutes, Frank, of in-game of FM. Let's get a quick goal. I'll take you. Barrios now. We're down to 10. Carrasco's over there. Bundled over. Is that a penalty? I thought that was in the box, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you now, I thought that was in the box. Bar. Bit of that, please. No penalty. Are you having a laugh? I want to replay this. Carrasco's injured. So there we go. Final change has got to be him. Adam Clark. If we lose this now, this will be a shambles of an episode. Come back, giving it all that. We're 5th. Woo! Look how good we're doing. And then we lose to 2 games in a row. James Taylor. Southampton in the bloody relegation zone as well. Oh, Carrasco. Just put it out. Put it out. He's offside. Josimar Montoya saves again. When he's offside. How's he getting a 7.2? Tell me that. Drawn 1-1. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Crap episode. You're not coming back again. You're uninvited. No, please, you're not. Please watch all the other episodes. I take that back. You are very much invited. Disappointing. That wasn't it. Disappointing. So I'm ready to go on a bit of a slide now, form-wise. Montoya was flawless today. Was he? Was he, Julie? One good game every now and then isn't enough. Islet Ogunwamindi Agreed. This wasn't a good game, was it? This wasn't one of the good games every now and then. Neither was the last one. 17 points after 10 games, though. Halfway to safety-ish. We could have won both these today. We were winning in both games. Kavanagh's injured. We've got 1.5 million from the Dean Kavanagh deal, who's played 50 times for Swansea. And he's still worth 20 to 28 million pounds on 41 grand a week. How's he done for Swansea? All right. Yet to get a goal for them, but that's not his game, is it? That's not his game. Mid-table in the Championship for him. And we're 6th. We are 6th. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not be too down on the episode. We've taken a point today against Southampton, a struggling Southampton, let it be known, but they finished top half last season, so maybe they just had a bad start to the season. We lost to Brighton, but we've won some games that we should have probably lost on the lead up to this, so it is what it is. What's that? When you're coming back? Oh, well, certainly not for the Carabao Cup 4th round against bloody Newcastle again. When are we going to be back? I don't know. I've got my eye on Everton-Burnley, to be honest. Everton-Burnley, I'm thinking, end of December feels like a nice little time to come back. Or Bournemouth-Everton, I don't know. Somewhere around here feels about right. Unless we get to the Carabao Cup semi-finals, I think they're usually around the FA Cup 3rd round. So it might be then. Not going to hold myself to any specific time frame. We'll be back when we will be back. But speaking of being back, I hope you guys come back for the next episode. Hope you've been watching all the way along. If you haven't, go back and binge the series. And if you're watching these, but you're not watching the experiments, I find that very difficult to believe. But if you haven't seen them, go and see some of the experiments on the channel. We've had a lot of fun with a lot of very different ones. Some fun, some silly, some very informative, if I say so myself. But most of you have probably seen them if you're here watching the Oldham days. But anyway, thank you very much for being here and watching this. Please do drop a like on the video. It means a hell of a lot. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon.